Alright. This video might get deleted if nothing happens. I'm going live to invite this guy to speak to me. Live. Yes, I'm on now. Right now, I am. Yes. Yes, I am live. I went live for you. For me. I'll see you there. All right, so I am inviting him to speak to me because he's commenting on my video I just did in response to his video. Bunch of comments, lots of confusion, lots of natural language problems. What do you mean by this word? What do you mean by that word? What do you mean? And yeah, I mean, it's a thing. It's complicated. I'm speaking into the void right now. I'm gonna do that for a while until he shows up or until somebody shows up, and we'll see what happens. All right, got one viewer. That might be him now. Who knows? Don't know. I don't know what's going on. Hello, person viewing me. Whoever. Nope, they went away. Never mind. All right. Oh, this is going to be great entertainment for people that come in later to watch this from the start. You're not talking about anything, Deconverted Man. Get to the point. Wow. It's an open invite. It's an unplanned hangout. The best sort of hangouts. Ah, yes. Burden of proof. We're going to explain the burden of proof to a theist. We're going to explain the difference of belief and non-belief and, what is or isn't and when a statement has a burden or not and all that stuff. It's going to be very confusing and complicated and nuanced. Hopefully, will he understand or not? Who knows? Is this... Oh, we got a viewer. Hello, person watching now. Are you the person that I am waiting for? Or are you somebody else? I don't know. Unless you type in chat. I don't know who you are. Or what you are. Or where's going on of the... No. Oh, okay. Awesome Lawson clips. EBS Lewis. Yes, but hi. I'm somebody else. Nerdy wrote it. Here we go. We got a whole bunch of people. Okay, guys, girls, and robots in chat. So what's going on is I'm trying to get this guy to come in because he was commenting on my video, and I was like, hey, you want to come on live? I don't know. He might not be able to. Who knows? I have no idea. I thought, I'll make this, and we'll see what happens, Either he'll show up or not. I don't know. He might not. He might not be, whatever. I don't know. I've got so many comments I'm trying to read. Wait, well. Okay. I had to respond to more comments. The Latin phrasing. Whatever. I don't know. This guy's he's going into Latin now. Okay. He might be scared of lobsters. I don't know. Awesome Lawson clips. All right. I got a awesome Lawson clips. Here, BS Lewis. People, Dave, Captive Desk, loved your video. Loved our video, I should say. Thought it was funny. I think you should release the unedited for members only. Make a members only thing so people have to pay for it. Unedited insanity. I'm going to pray because prayer is effective. Yeah. So I just had done a little bit ago. I did the video live talking about this guy JCO Journey and how he doesn't understand the word atheism, and he just seems it's like, look, it's only logical that we use the word in this certain way. Like, that's nice.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Even if you had a valid and sound argument for how we should use a word, nobody cares. By the way, um, there has been multiple attempts at this, but I'm only familiar really with one that sticks out in my mind. Oh, if I can remember his name, McGree, Stephen McGree, something like that. Anyways, he got kind of he runs the non sequitur show, I believe. Um, I think they're still going. I don't know. Let's see if I can the non sequitur show. Yeah, I think so. Uh, because there was like a whole battle of who owned it. Steve McRae, there it is. That's the name. Uh, yeah, they're still doing it. They're still going strong. Okay. Hey, answers in atheism. So Steve McRae. So he had an argument. I analyzed it ages back. Uh, but he had an argument that in essence was to say that the whichever dictionary it was, the full Cambridge or Oxford philosophy, whatever it was, that definition of atheism should be used because it's used in most of academia or something like that. And there was only a potential fallacy in the argument, and I don't remember offhand what it was. I'd have to look through my own videos to find it, um, but like, yeah, it's a good argument because it wasn't saying that we have to do it. It was saying that we should do it. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. Nobody's going to care. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because, language just, people will do whatever they feel like with language and it doesn't matter. But there's a deeper possible thing, and that question is unanswered, and maybe we'll get an answer to it, maybe not, I don't know. And that question is this all in an effort to either one, avoid the burden of proof for yourself, or two, or both, to make the atheist have the burden of proof? Because the theist, I understand because I used to be one, it's annoying to have the burden. It's frustrating. You want the other, well, but you got to prove your side. No, I don't have a side. How about that? Well, that's I don't like that. I don't care. I don't care if you like it or I don't believe you. There is a God. That's nice. Prove it. Well, I'll prove there isn't one. Nope, you prove that there is one. I'm not here to prove there isn't one. I never said there wasn't. I just said you need to prove it. And in his comments, he says something like, "Whoever speaks first has the burden." I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. I go to the teller in the bank. How can I help you? Oh, well, you spoke first. You have the burden of proof. I guess that means you must help me to withdraw $10,000 or whatever. It's like, I don't know. How? Oh, hey, there we go. Here we go. Here he is. Saw him in chat. Sorry, I was just talking. Ranting and saying things until I saw his name. So there's JCO Journey. JCO, all you have to do is click on that link that says steamyard.com/ whatever those letters are, and then we'll do that. So my atheism is certainly not a belief. My physicalism is, and implies a different kind of atheism. Yeah, physicalism. Why can I never remember Answer Atheism's actual name? I guess because I know it, but I want to say something. It's going to be wrong. So now I'm not going to say any name. I'm going to say names until I get it right. Is it? No, I'm not going to do that. I refuse to do that. I don't want to be wrong. Here we go. Here he is. All right. Hello, Joe.
You hear me? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh wait, I think I know what's wrong. Hold on a second. Hold on. I got to do something here. Hold on. Hold on. Uh, Hold on a second. Hold on. I've got a issue here. Hold on. Hold on. I know what to do. I know what to do. Hold on. You're not showing. Your voice isn't coming through, and I know what's wrong. Hold on a second. Stupid browser. I got this new browser, and it doesn't like SteamYard. I don't know why. Oh, hold on. All right. Yeah.
My notes.
I can hear it. I should do it.
Fly me to the moon. Oh, that's rock stuff. Did
All right. Here.
something happen?
There it goes. Okay. Sorry
Hello?
about that. Yeah. Now I can hear you. Okay. Sorry about
All right,
that.
how about now? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I've been using this new fangled browser, and it doesn't like SteamYard, and I always forget about that. So I do apologize. JCO, welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming. Um,
Yep.
and I want to say, I usually say this before I start, but I'm here to analyze the argument and attack the ideas and not the person. So hopefully we can come to an understanding of this topic. This has been people have tried to reformat what words mean forever, and it doesn't work because language refuses to obey what we want it to do. But at any rate, it's an interesting conversation perhaps to have, and so we're going to attempt to do that. So
Oh yeah. So yeah, yeah. Oh. So yeah, thank you for inviting me on the show. Yeah, I'm here to explain my reasoning. If if the attacks start coming, I try my best. I'm pretty sure I'm not, but try my best not to do any attacks. But once the attacks start getting, we gotta shut it down though. But I mean, you guys power on.
Attack the argument, not the person.
Yeah.
I suck though, so that's just to get that out of the way.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah. And not that there's anything wrong with sucking, but I'm just saying. Yeah. All right, so burden of proof. It seems like you understand these things. There is X or there is not X. That definitely has a burden. We don't disagree there, correct?
Okay.
I believe in leprechauns. That statement does not have any burden of proof.
Okay. So I think that's the biggest thing. So I would disagree, but basically the claim is your belief in a sense, but it's still a hard and almost impossible claim by itself to negate. So it's kind of pointless to go on the negation of that. I say it's still the burden of proof, but it's still is someone actually going to negate? Hey, I don't think you believe that such and such. That's one of those. It's impossible to negate in a sense. So
Right.
that's yeah.
Exactly. That's why it doesn't have a burden, is because unless we had a mind reading machine or whatever, we don't have. So it's goodness knows, maybe we could invent something that did it, but we don't. I don't know about that. But regardless, we don't have that. So when someone says, look, I ate dinner last night, we usually grant them that's probably true. We don't, we grant them the social contract because we don't really, there's no reason to not believe that. Maybe it's a lie, but I don't know. I don't know why they lie about that, right? So when someone says, there is a potential for the burden of proof, I ate dinner, prove it. We don't do that usually. It's not. We don't. Who cares? So it does, that changes depending on what you're saying. I believe I ate dinner last night. Basically, you're saying I think I did, but I could, maybe I could be misremembering, maybe, who knows, but it's a lesser, it's a statement reflecting my internal ideas rather than external reality. And so because of that, it just doesn't gain. Now there are times when somebody says, I believe X, you be like, well, that's interesting, can you prove that X is true? Well, no, I just believe it's true. Okay, you know, and that would be that. So we have to ask them more. We have to ask them to get that out. You know.
Okay. So, like I said, that's I gave for a run, a walk outside. Um, so I'm saying like back to like the, I think you kind of agreed, like kind of to agree on a sense that if you had like a quote unquote mind device or a Professor X in a sense that they can like negate quote unquote the someone saying I believe something. If let's say Professor X, I know it's like a wild thing, but they can quote unquote negate that belief in a sense, go in the opposition of it.
Yeah, they
So
if we had access to the brain, then we would know what you do or don't believe, but we don't have that. So there's no way to prove or disprove that somebody has or doesn't have a belief, so we grant that.
yes, I agree. I agree that it's hard to prove, but technically, it's not like what's that called? Virtually almost impossible. Virtually almost impossible to prove. But it's still they have the how you like they still have the burden, quote unquote burden of proof. Like you say, if you said I believe that random stuff. You said I believe that the moon's made of cheese, for example. Oh, that's phrase it. Let's say you said I believe that your I don't know your car is black or something like that. I'm not gonna like go in opposition of that. It's kind of like I don't really care per se, you know. So I think saying like belief still is like a burden of proof, but it's not like a someone I recommend that no one should be like pushing against someone's belief. And like for example, I stated before, if you look at my comment section, it's funny because like there's a lot of different. If I go on tangents, I go on tangents a lot. So stop me if I go on tangents. But
Yeah,
for,
I
for
do that too.
yeah, like for example, I had somebody said, I told somebody I believe there's a God. So it says, prove it. You have the burden of proof. I'm like, that's a hard.
Mm,
You gonna try to
wrong.
prove to me? Yeah, you're gonna try to prove to me that my belief. That's a. I don't know how
Right.
you're gonna do
No,
that. That's a.
no,
But
you
still,
have
it's yeah,
no. Yeah, they're simply wrong. If
yeah,
and when somebody says, "Look, prove it, prove what?" I made a statement of belief. I don't have any burden to prove it one way or the other. And people get this wrong all the time. It happens, and you know, whatever. You can't fix everybody or whatever. This is, it's a phenomenon of natural language. It's just we have different ideas of how we use words, and then the word belief in this context means this, and in this context it means some other thing. And I am assuming that you know what I mean when I write it or say it, and you don't necessarily know what I'm. It's like there's no. I would love to simplify it. I would love to make the words mean just one thing. And as I was saying before you got on, like, even if there is, and there was at least one that I know of, a valid and sound argument that said this is how we should use it. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. We're gonna keep doing whatever we want anyways. That's just how it is. So there's no point in attempting to force people in any way to use a word how you would like it to be used. And how you view that it ought to be used is also irrelevant. This is how it is used. Now deal with that situation. So
oh yeah. So yeah, so like what was that? Hold on, just one second. Hold on, just one. So, like for example, like when I say my whole atheist claim, when someone says I believe there is no God, I'm not requiring them to say, "Hey, you got to prove to me there's a God. There's no God in a sense." Let me get that clear.
correct.
Let me get that clear first of all. Like I said, I told somebody before, there's a difference between belief. I told plenty of times all the comments. There's a difference between believing something like we just alluded to in the beginning or said in the beginning of the long video. There's a difference between believing something is and stating that something actually is or something is in a sense. So
Correct.
I don't disagree with that one bit. Let me get that. Yeah, that's really kind of all picking back off of though. On the way to go, really. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's all I was trying to like, pick it back and like clarify on all that stuff.
right. So then you understand that there is a difference between a statement of belief or lack of belief or however you want to phrase it, and a statement of something is or isn't real or true.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Okay.
I agree. There's difference.
All
Saying those
right.
things.
So what's the point of your video then?
The point of the video. Wait, how long? How long you got right here first?
As long as you want. I mean, what
So
I'm
yeah,
saying is like you were trying to argue that it shouldn't be this way or we shouldn't use the word this way or whatever.
yeah,
And I see no value in that since people are going to do whatever they want with the word anyways. It doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't change anything. You still it doesn't change the fact of who has the burden of proof and when.
okay. So the original reason I made, like, if you look at my playlist, there's like a lot of like quote unquote fake videos I put in the fake. The original video I made was like a while ago, saying like, what's it called? I think it was revealing why I didn't have enough faith to be an atheist or accept atheism, something like that.
Okay.
So originally that was like it wasn't like too serious of a video. It was explaining why I can't like accept atheism in a sense, and I define faith as confidence. All in. That's probably a different conversation. But so most of some comments, some people started to believe that, hey, you can have faith in atheism, and I said, well, technically faith is just confidence. Like, you can have confidence that something is true or not. And then most of the videos kind of like transpire. Like, you've seen the playlist, a lot of videos that kind of transpire, kind of answering questions like basically, okay, look, atheism, you can accept atheism. My claim is that like you can accept atheism. Atheism is a quote unquote, according to me, or my claim is this, is a belief in instance. And there's a lot of this pushing back onward. Until I got to this video right here, which is basically explaining like technically atheism, like just the word itself, is defined as this like belief in a sense. And that when one says that, what's that called? Like for example, weak atheism and strong atheism, the lack of belief in the belief in like zero, the difference is that it doesn't really answer. It doesn't ask the full questions that need to be answered. Like the question isn't only do you believe there is a God. You need to ask the question, do you believe that? Do you believe if there's no God? And I'm pretty sure you watched the whole video. I kind of stopped at like the 15-minute mark after you put the chat in there. Um, but eventually in the video, I kind of explained that the whole weak theism and weak atheism, basically like the rejection of the negatives of the positive claim. So like basically, technically, someone who does not believe or lacks the belief of both the belief in God and the lacks the belief that there is no God, I can't call them an atheist, or they're not really quote unquote an atheist in a sense. They're basically quote
Okay.
unquote, yeah. So yeah, that's
Okay.
basically kind
So
of a rough estimate.
all right. Do you believe in Flargle sauce?
I do not believe in Forgo sauce.
All right, prove it.
Oh no, my belief. You want to prove my belief? The burden of proof?
No, I want. Well, yeah, right. Exactly. It doesn't make any sense, right?
No, you're trying to prove. I'm saying like let me stop because you were speaking first.
Right. No, it's like, do you believe in Flargle sauce?
I
And
say
you
no.
said,
No, I do not
okay.
believe in Forgo sauce.
All right. That's it. You don't have a burden.
Well, you can't. Technically, you can, but it's a waste. Like it's a hard to prove.
Right, but I'm just
That's
saying you know there is no
practice.
there that's it. We're done. You don't believe in it. Okay. That's it. Okay, that's it. Now I said I just asked the question. I didn't say that there was or wasn't that whatever the bleep largle sauce is or isn't. Who knows? It's like I don't even know what you're talking about. That's a made up word. Yes, it's completely made up. And so that's all this is there a blargle sauce? And you're like, I don't I don't believe in that. I don't even know how to answer that. Like and it doesn't matter how
But
you rephrase that. I can say, well, do you believe there is no blargle sauce? Come on, what is come on, I could do all sorts of rephrasing. It's not going to change that you don't have an active belief in this until I describe what blargle sauce is. Then you can maybe answer the question, right? But
well,
right now, there's no hope for that. Okay, so for the non-theist, atheist, agnostic, well, atheist, skeptic. I'm a skeptic. That's why I'm an atheist, but whatever. That's what we contend with is the word God. There are thousands of religions currently active and tens of thousands that have expired and ones we'll never know anything about. And they all
Yep.
use that word, or they used a word that meant that, or whatever. And we don't know what the bleep that is. We have
Okay.
no idea. So we have to say we don't believe in it, and then it depends on what the person says it is. Then we can tell them that we think that thing isn't or is. Okay,
Okay.
that's all. That's all that's going on.
So let me add to that too, because if you said was it Flurkersoft, whatever, I'm saying I believe there is no Flurkersoft based on my already assumptions that I have assumptions already that my assumption that this Flurkersoft is a made up thing. I'll admit
Mm-hmm.
that my default position in this case is based on my already assumptions that it's a quote unquote fake thing or point you're trying to bring up in a sense. So
Mm-hmm.
I admit, like, I admit the default position, and for me personally, would be that. But I'm saying
Well,
objectively, I can't say a thing does exist, or objectively, I can't say a thing doesn't exist. But my
right.
default makes me to a different, quote unquote, my
Yeah.
assumptions made a different default position because I
Well,
believe there is no Furkosoft.
yeah. Well, there's a difference between thinking that saying, do you believe in Flurgle sauce? Uh, and no, I don't. I don't believe in that. But that doesn't mean I believe that there is none. That's a different question. Do you believe there is no Flurgle sauce? No, I don't believe that either. My position is nothing. Like, okay, there's a jar of pickles, and you know that there's pickles in there. And I ask you, is it odd or even?
Okay. The gumball analogy, basically.
Yes, right. The gumball analogy. I'm just using pickles. Right. So
Yeah, I
you
got you.
can't there you don't know. That's your answers. I don't know. Could be odd, could be even. I don't know. That's
No,
the
that's fair.
answer.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree.
So
That. Go,
I
my bad.
don't have a belief that there is odd gumballs, but I also don't have a belief that there's even gumballs. So in regards to, do you believe that? No, I don't believe that. Do you believe that no, I don't have no belief one way or the other. So that's one version of what the word atheism is. The other version is what you were saying is strong atheist, where you say there are no gumballs. How about that? Let's just say there's
I,
no jar. There's no. You know.
well, okay. So I agree that the objective, quote unquote, objective default position will be to refuse judgment to say something is or isn't. I
Right.
think we both agree on that.
Yes.
Now I do the conversation. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe now the conversation really going by is like, well, is atheism is atheism a belief or not? And I believe that you're saying that is in some cases or isn't. I'm saying that it is in a sense. Is that fair right now? A fair
No,
assessment?
because it's both.
So I'm saying no. I'm saying that's what you claim or what you say it is.
No,
So
that's what
you're
I'm
saying
saying that it is. It is both.
I know I'm saying that my claim is that it is a belief.
Right. I know what your
You're,
claim is.
no,
Right.
I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm not saying that I'm right now. I'm saying that is it correct to say that this is our disagreement is going at. Like I'm saying it's a belief. You're
Mm-hmm.
saying it's both a belief and lack of belief in essence, correct?
Well, it is equivalent when you say I don't believe X, you are not saying that X is not true. You're saying I just don't believe in it. You're not saying anything else. You're not saying that X is false. Okay, this is what I tell people this all the time when, or well, many times, maybe not all the time. I say we must be skeptical of the conclusion. And what I mean by that is not to doubt. I used to think skepticism was doubt. It's not. To be skeptical is to hold in superposition, if you will, that something is true or false. You don't know. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I have no idea. Until I gain more information one way or the other, I'm going to hold this idea and just say, I put it on the shelf of, I have no idea. And so the light is on or off. Well, I don't know which it is until I see the dang light. I have no idea. And that's where that lives. And so when someone says, well, do you believe in this? I say, well, no, I don't. I don't even necessarily know what that is. So no. Oh, well, you believe that isn't? No, I didn't say that. You didn't ask me that question. So ask me the other question. Okay, do you think X isn't. Well, I don't even know what X is in this case, so I can't answer that question. Okay, so that's all that is. It's both of the things, as you were saying, and that's why there's multiple definitions of the word. There you go. You've got it. You understand that now. Now you can put up a video that explains how you were wrong.
So yeah, I think we're still going to disagree. We're still going to disagree on that. I
Why?
think yeah, I said the whole
You
disagree on
understand
definitions.
it. Why?
I'm saying we
That's
disagree
what
on
the
definitions.
definition is. That's what
So
that's what it is, though.
so before we
You
continue this, are we going to what's it called? Go to definitions first. Are we going to explain definitions as our reasoning? Because I
well, if
I
we're
can go to
doing
like
that, it's just an appeal to definition. We can pull up several
so
different dictionaries and I'll win.
you can believe that. But I'm
No, I
saying
know
that
that. Okay,
okay,
that's a knowledge claim. I know that for a fact. I will win.
okay,
If
that's
we're
fair.
gonna do that, I will win that. I will win that. But there's
All
no
right.
winning there, okay? Because it will be an appeal to majority. The majority of dictionaries will agree that there's at least two definitions to atheist. So what? That doesn't make me right. That's just how we use that word. That's why an appeal to definition is a logical fallacy. Okay?
That you admit to
You want this word to be what you want it to be. It isn't. That's not how we use it. End of story. So move on. You're wrong. And what's your point? Doesn't
again.
matter.
You
Doesn't
literally
change
said
anything.
I can look my the definition of the word is this. Oh, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
appealing to definitions though. So like
Right.
what's from this though? I can pull a definition too and say definition is this. I can
Yeah.
explain how even just breaking down the word atheism
Uh-huh.
does not make sense to say without theism or lack of theism. People
Uh-huh.
I ask question plenty of times. How do you define atheist?
Well, look it up. It's not that
No, I'm asking
hard.
you. I'm asking you, how do you define atheist?
How do I define it?
Yeah.
Without theism.
Atheist.
Yeah. Without theists.
Okay, you say theism. So it's
Yeah,
just
that's what it
without.
is. Without theists. Without God. No God.
So that's not define theist. It's not it's not theist.
Well,
It's not
theos is
theism.
God.
Theist.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Say
No
again?
God. Whatever God is. Whatever that
No,
is. It's without
no.
it.
Okay. Define theist. I mean, ist, not ism. Theist and the atheist. That's what I'm saying. I think you're hearing theism.
Okay, we'll go with this. Atheism, broad sense, absolute belief in the existence of deities.
I'm saying theist. Atheist, the ist, not ism. Right now. That's what I'm asking.
Same thing. Same thing. Same word. Same deal. It's
Atheist
without
and
belief.
atheism are not the same word, man. Theist and theism are not the same word. I'm asking you questions. How do you define atheist and theist?
In the way that is agreed upon by the majority of dictionaries and the broad use that we've come to agree as a society and the zeitgeist to use, which is a lack of belief in God and also that there is no God. There are two definitions. Both are valid.
Okay, I'm saying okay. You know, theist, ist. So theist is simplified. You agree on this? One who believes there's a God.
Yes.
Theist. Okay. How do you define
Right.
atheist then?
One
Oh,
who says either no to that or that they
okay, okay.
don't believe in that.
That's fine. That's fine. You said one, right? What is the ist and theist is supposed to represent?
I don't know what you mean by that.
So I wish I had a whiteboard here, but I'm outside. So you see atheism as a dash theism, or without theism, not theism, for example. Is that
Yes,
correct?
that is how the word was
Okay, yeah.
constructed.
No, it's not, but I
Yes, it
believe it's not.
is. Okay,
Uh,
I can prove that I can show you the
we're,
history of it if you want.
we can't.
But that's a whole nother
We'll go to
thing. Well,
yeah.
I'll be right on that too. Will
We'll
you
go to
change your?
definition of that later.
At what point will you change your video? And admit you're wrong. That's what I'm want to get
Let me
at.
explain my point to prove your error right now. Okay.
No, I'm not an error. But go ahead.
Okay. Look. Again, you said define atheism as without theism, right?
Right.
Not theism. And
Right.
what's that called? Okay, you define a theist, ist, as one who believes there's a God. Is that right?
Right. Yes.
Why isn't atheist defined as lack or without? What's it called? Lack or without one who believes in God. Why is that not the definition?
It is.
Lack of one, lack or
Lack
not?
of one. Wait, what?
Look at the. I just got a whiteboard here, man. I wish I. Dang. She told me it's like two couple hours ago. I was at home with my whiteboard. So, atheism or theism or theos now. The root word theism, theos, God, deity, whatever. Ism denotes belief or philosophy or whatever, how you want to use that ism. You're saying that in front of atheism is saying, okay, it's saying lack or not the ism or belief of God. That's what
Correct.
I'm saying. So if you use that same logic to define atheist, you'd have to define atheist as lack or not one who believes in God. Is that correct?
Correct.
So by that logic, I can say a trash can is an atheist because it's lacking
No.
one.
Okay. Okay.
It's not one
Okay.
who
This is
lacks.
okay.
Dude, it's
If
not
you
one who
want,
lacks one.
all right, stop. If you want to have rocks be atheist, I don't care. However,
Oh my goodness.
you want to do oh my goodness and be wrong, or do you want to learn?
Dude, you're not being
Do you
consistent on
want to learn?
definition.
Do you want to learn, or do you want to say oh my goodness?
You want to admit your errors
Do you
first.
want to learn, which you're wrong, and I can prove that I'm right? I'm
Oh,
about to educate you. You can say oh my goodness all you want.
prove it. Prove it. Let me be quiet.
Okay,
It's your
there
show.
you go. All right, so you do want to learn. Okay.
Okay, keep adding that. Sure, whatever.
Okay, you don't want to learn. So you're not interested in
I want
learning
to
if
hear
you're
your
wrong.
claim, man. I want to hear your
Do you want
claim.
to learn? That's
I want to
what
hear.
I'm
No, I want to
interested
hear your
in.
claim, your
So you're
evidence, your
not
reason.
are you interested in learning that you're wrong?
Dude, I'm hearing your claim.
Are you
That's what I'm
interested in
hearing.
learning?
Dude, I'm
Are
hearing
you
your claim.
interested in learning? Are you interested in learning? Can you
It's
be
hearing your
wrong?
claim, man.
Can
Hearing your
you be
claim, man. That's what
wrong?
I'm hearing.
Can you
Hearing
be
your claim.
wrong?
Hearing your claim, man.
Okay, you're not answering the question. Can you be wrong?
I
Are you
absolutely
okay
can be
with
wrong.
being wrong?
Absolutely. I
Okay,
absolutely can be wrong.
so are you interested in learning?
I'm hearing your claim.
Okay, let's try this again. Yes or no? Are you interested in learning?
I'm always interested in learning. I'm hearing your claim, though. What we're
Okay,
doing is hearing your claim.
all right. That's what I'm about to educate you. Now, where was I? Jeez. Okay. Did you just call me children?
I said children. Yep.
Okay, goodbye.
Take care, man.
Yeah, you're wrong. I'm right. All right, he left on his own. All right, that's it. You don't need to know anything more. He was not interested in learning. He wouldn't say I'm interested in learning. So typical theist is typical. So we know he's wrong. Atheist is Latin. A is without. Theos. He doesn't want to know that he's wrong. He doesn't want to admit that he's wrong. He doesn't want to correct his video. We know that. We absolutely know that. He wants to call me children. Remember, we said attack the argument, not the person. What did he do? He attacked the person and not the argument. So, in regards to rocks being atheists, trash cans being atheists, etc., if you want to believe that, you're free to do so. I don't care. You're wrong, but you can do that. Inanimate objects don't think anything. They can't believe or not believe. So they can't be anything. Period. They are not theists. They are not atheists. They are not anything. That's what I was going to explain to him. That's what I wanted to educate him on. But the reason I pinned him down on do you want to learn is because it seemed to me that he did not want to learn. That was my thought. That was my intuition when he said, "Oh, brother," that indicated to me that oh, come on already. I'm not really interested in listening. That's why I asked him, "Do you want to learn?" And he didn't want to say, "Yes, I want to learn," which would be my response. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, I want to learn, but I want to hear your claim. No. It's not what I asked. Because I'm going to educate you and show you that you're wrong. I could show you the majority of dictionaries agree with that there's two definitions of atheist. Very simple. I can show that. There's problems in doing that, but I could do that and I'll win that. I can also show you what the word atheist comes from in Latin, which he said, no, that's not what it was. He said that the history was wrong. No, I'm right about that. A is without, that's Latin. That's it. I was right about that as well. And I could demonstrate that I was right about that if you need me to or if you want me to. You apologize for the at home. Calling them children was disrespectful. Okay. I acknowledge your apology. You're welcome to come back in. If you want to learn, I will educate you. If you don't want to learn, I can't help you. You're just wrong about this. That's all. It's fine. We can be wrong about it. I was wrong a couple videos ago. It's fine. I admitted I was wrong. I'm okay with that. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, rocks dream about nothing. Correct. Right. I'm never wrong, Germania. Okay, so I think that I don't think that, well, perhaps, and here's what I will offer to JCO. If he wishes to schedule an exchange of ideas where we both are interested in learning from each other, he can email me, deconvertedman1@gmail.com. We will set up a day and time of his convenience to do so. And he can have his whiteboard and whatever else he needs there to do his side. If he wishes it to be moderated, I will do that. If he wants it to be on a different channel, we can do that. If he wants it to be a debate, we can do that. If he wants it to be a discussion, we can do that. Whatever you wish, whatever you desire, I will try to accommodate it. If you make claims about history of words or whatever it is you want to bring to that discussion, have at the ready, and I will do the same. If you're not interested in doing that, very well. Everybody I will say this, everyone in the comment section disagreed with you. Now, that doesn't mean you're wrong, but it might indicate that you're wrong. Just an idea. Everybody in the comment section was telling you that you're wrong about the word atheist. Here's the thing that I wanted to get at. Why bother making a video like this? And he sort of talked about that, and I wrote a note. Let's see. Where was my note here? Oh, faith. Okay, not enough faith to be an atheist. I was going to circle back to that, but it didn't get to that. Is faith good or bad? See, I don't know what faith means in this context. I don't have enough faith. Okay, so faith is something that we shouldn't have. If you're saying I don't have enough, if I had more faith, I could do this. So I'm saying having less faith is good. Correct? And if so, then I should follow that, which means I should have faith in nothing if possible. Congratulations, you're a skeptic, which then means you don't believe in God, which means you're an atheist again. He wants to come back in. My intuition is suggesting that we schedule this for later. That's my intuition. I'm going to go with that. It's not logical, but I'm going to go with that, Johnny. Or Journey. Sorry, I said Johnny. His name's not Johnny. JCO Journey, let's schedule this for a different time. Okay? You'll admit your life. Okay, fine, very well. All right.
That's it. All right. So yeah, I'm here to admit my error for calling you for saying children, using the ad hom attack. That was disrespectful. And if you're defining learning as we both can quote unquote learn on both sides, I submit my error on that end too. And that's it. You want to schedule for another day. All right.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate your withdrawal of those statements, and I accept that in full. And I hope that we can have an engageable conversation later on, and let's schedule that. I gave you my email, deconvertedman1@gmail.com, and we'll set this up and figure out what we want to do. All right.
Gotcha.
All right. Good. Always good to end on a good positive note. And that's it for this whatever this was. Thanks everybody for watching. We're all robots here. Wait, what? No, that's not what I want. At the end of things, I go insane. Usually, when I'm doing, never mind. It doesn't matter. He doesn't know my format. You guys know my format. He doesn't know. I'm explaining to him. All right. That's enough. All right. Good night, everybody. Hit the button.